So, good morning, children. Today we will continue the lesson Why Democracy. Okay. The lesson 1 in civics, Why Democracy. Last class we learnt about the what is democracy and what is the difference between the dictatorship and the democracy, and which is more comfortable, why it is so famous, why many of the countries are following the democracy. All these things we learnt in the last class. Today we are learning about the why democracy. An argument broke out in Madame Digdau's class. She had finished teaching the previous section on what is democracy and asked the students if they thought democracy was the best form of government. Everyone had something to say. So the madam has discussed already, you know that she discussed about the democracy. Why the democracy was asked to students if they thought democracy was the best form of government. Everyone had something to say. If the children will think it is the best way of administration, why? So debating about the merits of democracy. So the student Yolanda, we live in democratic country. All over the world people want democracy. Countries that were not democratic earlier are becoming democratic now. All great people have said nice things about democracy. Isn't it obvious that democracy is the best? Do we need to debate this? See what this fellow is telling. We live in a democratic country. All over the world people want democracy. They want freedom. Right? Democracy means by the people, of the people, for the people. Right? So this boy was telling, so we are living in democratic country. All over the people want democracy. So every country is accepted. Is it not enough for you to say that democracy is the best policy of administration? He was asking. Then Tankini, but leader ma'am had said we should not accept something just because of it is famous, just because everyone else accept it. Isn't it possible that everyone are following a wrong path? So what that girl is telling, see madam before only told, if he is accepted, that it is not compulsory, you have to accept. So you should think on your own way. Why we have to accept? So madam is, before itself madam told us, right? So everybody is following the same correct path. Nobody is in wrong path. Why can't we think in that way? She asked. Then Jenny, yes, it's actually is a wrong path. What has democracy brought to our country? 7 decades of democracy and there is no much poverty in the country. There is so much of poverty in our country. The Jenny is asking, actually it is correct only. What he is telling, that is correct. Why we want to accept democracy is good only. Every country is accepted. That is correct. But why we have to accept? Because still 70 years we already completed our 70 years of independence. We can see many poor people are there. Poverty is there in our country. How can we accept that it is good? Then Ribiyang is telling, but what has democracy got to do with it? Do we have poverty because we are democratic, or do we have poverty despite being democracy? So Ribiyang is telling, so how can we say that democracy, because of democracy, poverty is there in our country? How can we say that if the country is not democratic, there is no poverty in our country? How can you say that? Then Jenny, how does it make a difference? The point is that this can't be best form of government. Democracy is all about cause, instability, corruption and hypocrisy. Politicians fight among themselves. Who cares for the country? Jenny was telling. So how does it make difference? Because after 70 years still the poverty is there in our country. Means how can we say that democracy is the best? See, democracy is about only this instability, corruptions are there, and the hypocrisy. The politicians are fighting for themselves, for their position, and still who cares for the country? That is the reason democracy was there. How can you say that because of democracy the poverty is there? How can you say poverty because of democracy poverty can abolish? It is not possible. So because of this only many problems we are facing now. Hypocrisy or the corruption, everything is there in the democratic countries. Then Poiman was telling, so what should we have? What should we have instead? Go back to the British rule. Invite some kings to rule this country. Then what we have to do? You don't want democracy. You don't want dictatorship. So what we saw, we can go back to the British rule, or we can call some kings to rule. He was asking. I don't know. I think what is the country needs a strong leader, someone who does not have to bother about elections and parliament. One leader should have all the powers. He should be able to do whatever he needs the country in the country's interest. That alone can remove corruption and poverty from this country. What the Rose is telling is, see, I don't know that one. What you are believing, I don't know. What she was telling, that and all I don't know. But what I think is, I thought the country needs a strong leader. He can take his decisions. Then only, definitely, we can remove some corruption and poverty in this country. So one man can lead the country. That means majority should be there in the government. Then only these things can be easily removed from us. Someone shouted, that is called dictatorship. What you are telling, one man has to stand, one leader should be there, means that is dictatorship only. What is that person start using all these powers for himself and his family? What is he is corrupt himself? He is asking. What he is telling is, what that man is showing everything, what that man is leading everything, means what about maybe he was these powers for himself and his family. What is his corrupt? Why he is not corrupted? How can you say that he is not corrupted for that? I am speaking only of the honest, sincere and strong leader. Don't think everybody will be the same. I am not talking for everyone's. I am telling about the leader, those who is honest, sincere and a strong leader. Then Hai is telling, but this is not fair. You are comparing a real democracy with an ideal dictatorship. We should compare an ideal with an ideal. The real with real. Go and check the record of dictators in real life. They are most corrupt, selfish and brutal. It is just we don't want to get to know about this. And what is worse, you can't even get rid of them. So the Hai is telling, but this is not fair. You are comparing the real democracy with the ideal dictatorship. And ideal is with an ideal only and real with a real. That means even the dictatorship also we can see some corrupt, some selfish people were there. So how can you say that dictatorship is good? One man show is good. So they are all discussing, debating in the class. Madam Lingta was listening this discussion with interest. Now she stepped in. I was delighted to see all arguing so passionately. I don't know who is right and who is wrong. This is for you to settle. But I did feel that you all wanted to speak your mind. You may have felt very bad if someone tried to stop you or if someone punished you for saying that what you felt. Would you be able to do that in the country that is not democratic? Is that a good argument for democracy? See, you people are discussing. So I don't want to disturb you. What you are doing, it is correct only. You are thinking, all are having different way of thinking. I never used to say it is wrong. But what you felt, someone tried to stop you or someone punished you for saying what you felt, you would be able to do that country that is not democratic. If I am avoiding you not to discuss all those things, is it a democratic country? Is it a democratic discussion? Then arguments against democracy. The conversation has most of the arguments that we routinely hear against democracy. Let us go over some of these arguments. See, their arguments will against the democracy. Okay. Leaders keep changing in a democracy. This leads to instability. Democracy is all about political competition and power play. There is no scope for morality. See, leaders keep changing in a democracy. This leads to the instability. The government has keep on changing for 1 year and 2 years. Actually, once the MLA elections, it will take 5 years once the MLA elections has to held in the state. But if the leaders are keep on changing, means automatically the party will change. If the party changes, leaders will change. Again, the ministers will change. How the stability can maintain in the state? That is our argument. Democracy is all about political competition and power play. There is no space for morality. They are working for their power. A person, the MLAs or the MPs, they want power. They are not. They are not giving scope for the morality. So many people have to be consulted in a democracy. That is leads to delays. See, if I want to go for one decision, I must consult for many of the people. That is the most delay in the democracy. The elected leaders do not know the best interest of the people. It leads to bad decisions. They will not think that which is the best for the people. That leads to the bad decisions. Democracy leads to corruption, for it is based on electoral competition. Because of the elections, democracy leads to the corruption. Ordinary people don't know what is good for them. They should not decide anything. Some of the people, they don't know which party is good, which person is good to elect. So, they can't decide what is good. Or they are some other Are there some other arguments against democracy that you can think of? Which of these arguments applies mainly to democracy? Which of these can apply to misuse of any form of government? Which of these do you agree with? Clearly, democracy is not a magical solution for all the problems. It has not ended poverty in our country and in other parts of the world. Democracy as a form of government only ensures that people take their own decisions. So what the madam is telling, what your arguments against the democracy, that can you think of, what you think of, is it democracy? Are these arguments applies mainly of democracy? Or which of these apply for the misuse of the government? Which of these can agree with the government? That we cannot say that one. So the totally what is democracy is the magical solution for all the problems is it is not ended with the poverty. In our country and other parts of the world, democracy is a form of government only ensure the people take their own decisions. This does not guarantee that their decision will be good. People can make mistakes. Involving the people in these decisions does lead to delays in decision making. It also true that democracy leads to frequent changes in leadership. Sometimes this can set back big decisions and affect the government's efficiency. For example, people can make mistakes. Sometimes this does not guarantee to their decisions will be good. So in the democracy, we cannot say every decisions are good. Right? Sometimes it is wrong decisions. They may take wrong decisions also. People can make mistakes also. Involving the people in these decisions, it takes delay. They cannot come and ask everybody what is your decision, what is your opinion. They can't take that also. That will also be it becomes late. That will delay for the decisions. It also true that democracy leads frequent changes in the leadership. If the BJP government is there, one leader will be there. If the Congress will come, another leader will come. If the JDS will come, another leader will be there. So leaders will change. So this is also sometimes this can be a setback of big decisions and affect the government's efficiency. See, one party, they were moving so smoothly. They are doing some good work and in between the party will change. So what will happen? What they are doing the work that was stuck there only. Again they have to start from the beginning. So they have to learn what is going on there, what I have to take the next steps. So this takes more time and this also affect the government's efficiency. These arguments shows that democracy of the kind we see may not be the ideal form of government. But this is not question we face in your real life. The real question we face is different. Is democracy better than other forms of government that are there for us to choose from? See, we can argue many things, no doubt about that. Is it possible to change ourselves? No. But the question is that we have to face the real life in this. So real question we'll face is different. Democracy is better than other forms of government than are there are for us to choose from. Choose to form a government. That's all the options for us. Arguments for democracy. China's famine of 1958 to 1961 was the worst record famine in the world history. Nearly 3 crore people died in this famine. During those days, India's economic condition was much better than China. Yet India did not have famine of this kind of China had. Economists think that this was a result of different government policies in the two countries. The existence of democracy in India made the Indian government respond to food scarcity in a way that the Chinese government did not. See, in 1958 to 61, that was the worst period in the China. It was recorded in the world record it is. So nearly 3 crore people died in this famine. So during those days, India's economy was in good condition. It was in good condition. So what? India did not have famine on this kind of famine in India. What the China was China was faced that kind of famine. India never faced that. So as a result, different government policies in the two countries. What is our policy and what is their policy is different. What the China was facing, that was not facing by the Indian government. As a result, the different government policies in the two countries are different. The existence of democracy in India made the Indian government respond to the food scarcity in a way that the Chinese government, they did not do that. The Indian government at that time, our economic condition was good. So we have planned for that country's policies, and the India made the Indian government respond to the food scarcity in a way the Chinese government, they did not do that. That was the reason China's 3 crore people has died from the famine in China. They point out that no large-scale famine has ever taken place in an independent and democratic country. If China too had multi-party elections, an opposition party and a press free to criticize the government, then so many people may not be die in the famine. See, if the democracy is there, government has a fear. The opposition party may ask some questions. We should face their questions. We should face the problems. When they are facing the problems, the opposition party, they will raising their questions against to the ruling party. In China, that was not the problem at the time. It is a communist country, right? So because of that, nobody was questioning there. That was the main reason. If they have multi-party elections and they have opposition party, they have to criticize the government, this may not happen. Right? You see, the simple example I am giving you about the corona. See, today also Congress government is blaming the ruling party. You are not taking the proper steps to the patients. You are not providing the beds for the patients. How it is possible? Because the opposition party raised their voice against to the ruling party. Then the ruling party, they will take care of these things. What are the things it is going wrong? That immediately they will take care of those things. That is the reason every time we need some oppositions. If the multi-party was there in the China at the time, definitely they may question them. They have a freedom of press, that is, they can ask the questions through the media or any crisis. They have that fear, but nobody was asking. No, that was the reason many of the 3 crore people was died through the famine. If India, if in that position, the opposition party, they will not sit quietly. They will raise their voice. They will ask why it was happened, what is the problem you are facing in the situation. Everything they have to answer for those things. So that is the reason, in one way, democracy is good, we can say. This example brings out of the line response why democracy is considered the best form of government. Democracy is better than any other form of government is responding to the needs of the people. A non-democratic government may and can respond to the people's needs, but it all depends on the wishes of the people who rule. If the rulers don't want to, they don't have to act according to the wishes of the people. A democracy requires that the rules have to attend the needs of the people. A democratic government is better government because it is a more accountable form of government. How can we see if the Democratic Party is there in one country, they have some opposition fear and they cannot take the steps according to their wishes. If the dictatorship or the one-man show is in one country, he can take his own decisions. If the people they don't like also, he can take on his own. But in the democracy, it is not like that. If the people they don't like that decision, immediately they have to take back those decisions. Understood? That is the reason democracy is the best way to better form of a government. There is another reason why democracy should lead a better decision than the non-democratic government. Democracy is based on the consultation and discussion. A democratic decision always involves many persons, discussions and meetings. When a number of people put their heads together, they are able to point out possible mistakes in any decision. This takes time, but there is a big advantage in taking time over important decisions. This reduces the chances of rash or irresponsible decisions. Thus, democracy improves the quality of decision making. See, another reason is democracy is lead to better decisions than the non-democratic government. See, some problems will come. Simple example, the present situation we can take for the example. No, our country is facing a big problem with corona disease, right? So, the beginning of the day is only our Honorable Prime Minister, he called the all-party meeting. He was asking asking their suggestions. How can we control? What way we can do? So everybody has given their own opinion. Either he is in opposition party or he is in ruling party. So majority of that they will think and they will take the decision. So at the time of any problems will come, all parties together they will sit and they will take the decision. That provision is there in the democratic government. But we cannot see these advantages in the non-democratic countries. They are taking their own decision. If they like or not, they will take their decision on their own. But in the democracy, it is not possible to take the decision without the consultation of the people. People means not with the people, with their party members. And even sometimes, I told even opposition party leaders also they used to call. And they will take their decisions also. If it is good, definitely they will take their suggestions. They never used to say, we are ruling party, we don't want to listen to your word. They never used to say. The unity will be there at the time of any problems will come. That is the reason democracy is good for the decision making. This is related to the third argument. Democracy provides a method of deal with differences and conflicts. In any society, people are bound to have difference of opinions and interests. These differences are particularly sharp in a country like ours, which has an amazing social diversity. People belong in a different region, speak different languages, practice different religions and have different castes. They look at the world very differently and have different preferences. The preferences of one group can clash with those of other groups. How do we resolve such conflict? The conflict can be solved by brutal power. Whichever group is more powerful will dictate its terms and other will have to accept that. But that would lead to the resentment and unhappiness. Different groups may not be able to live together for long in such a way. Democracy provides the only peaceful solution to this problem. In democracy, no one is permanent winner. No one is permanent loser. Different groups can live with one another peacefully. In a diverse country like India, democracy keeps our country together. See, the society of people were different of opinion, different of interest. The people, they come with the different groups of regions and they speak different languages. Their customs are different, their religion is different. But if their conflicts is there, nobody will go to decide their conflicts. How it is possible? It is not given preference for one caste or one religion. Understood? So they cannot say this religion is good, this religion is bad. We cannot say that one. The conflict only solved with the brutal power. So whichever group is more powerful will be dictate the terms of the other, but will have to accept that. That means which religion is more in power. They are in majority. They have to. The other religions has to accept their power. That was there in the non-democratic countries. But in the democracy, everybody has to live together. Whether you are coming from different caste or different religion, you all living together, and you will. That is freedom we have. We have freedom of religion, freedom of press, freedom of language. Whatever language we can speak. They are not binding us to do only this one, this language you have to speak. You should go only for the church. You should go only for the temple. You should go. No, there is no restriction for us. We have freedom of religion. In the democracy, no one is permanent loser. No one is permanent winner. Okay, the people in different groups can live with one another peacefully. See, next to my house, they are not Kannadigas. No problem. The left side, they are not Tamilians. No problem. Whoever it is, we live together peacefully there. That is the main purpose of democracy, keeps our country together. Is it clear? These three arguments were about the effects of democracy on the quality of government and social life. But the strongest argument for the democracy is not about what democracy does to the government. It is about what democracy does to the citizens. Even if democracy does not bring about better decisions and accountable government, it is still better than the other forms of government. Democracy enhances the dignity of citizens. As we discussed above, democracy is based on the principles of the political equality, on recognizing that the poorest and the least educated has the same status, and the rich and the educated. People are not subjects of a ruler. They are the rulers themselves. Even when they make mistakes, they are responsible for their conduct. See, what is another one is, the arguments were about the effects of the democracy is equality and the social life. The strongest argument of democracy is not about the democracy does not the government, does to the government or does the citizens. That means even if the democracy does not bring about the better decisions in the accountable to the government, still better than for the other forms of the government. If it is not good also, we can say that this is the better form of the government. Because everybody is treated equally here. There is no rich and there is no poor, there is no educated and there is no the illiterates. All are equal only. The rulers, if the people have done the mistakes, they themselves has to correct. They can correct themselves. And they are the rulers for themselves. If they make mistake, they are responsible for their mistakes or for their conduct. Understood? Now we move on to the finally, democracy is better than other forms of government because it allows us to correct its own mistake. We can say that it corrects its own mistake. As we saw above, there is no guarantee that mistakes cannot be made in democracy. No form of government can guarantee that. The advantage in a democracy is that such mistakes cannot be hidden for long. There is a space for public discussions on these mistakes and there is a room for correction. Either the rulers have to change their decisions or the rulers can be changed. This cannot happen in a non-democratic government. See, finally we can say that democracy is the better than other forms of a government because it allows us to correct its own mistake. If the government has done any mistakes there, they can correct themselves. No form of government can guarantee that. The advantage in the democracy is that such mistakes can be hidden for a long. But here in the democracy, it cannot be possible to discuss, but they will discuss with the leaders and they will discuss with their mistakes and they can correct themselves. They have a room to correct themselves and the rulers have to change their decisions. They have taken one decision, that decision was wrong. So they can take the suggestions with everyone. Everybody is telling this decision was not good. So immediately they can change their decisions. That is happening only in the democracy. Those who are they change their decisions, or the rulers can be changed. If they are not changing themselves, the ruler can change. They may change their leaders also. This can happen only. This cannot happen in the non-democratic country. Let us sum it up. Democracy cannot get us everything and is not solution to all the problems. But if it is clearly better than any other alternative that we know, it offers better chances of a good decision. It is likely to respect people's own wishes and allows different kinds of people to live together. Even when it fails to do some of these things, it allows a way of correcting its mistake and offer more dignity to all the citizens. That is why democracy is considered the best form of government. So what the democracy is, it cannot get us everything and it is not solution for all the... Nobody is telling you it is the only way of ruling the country. No, nobody is telling like that, but it is not the solution for all the problems, but it is clearly better than any other alternative way of administration. See, they give they have better chances of a good decisions. In the democracy, they have a better chance of taking the good decisions and they respect the people, which allows them to live with the different kinds of the people. Whoever is there, either the Hindu or a religion or a Muslim, we will live together. That they have given an opportunity for us to live. When it fails to do some of these things, it allows the way to correcting their mistakes. If somebody is taking the wrong decisions, they can correct themselves. That option is there in the democracy. But why the democracy is considered the best, that is the reason we can say that democracy is the best form of government. Because all the freedom we have and we can take the decisions, and sometimes we need the support of the oppositions also. So that will help us to develop our country or develop our state. So in the democracy, only in the democracy, we have that opportunity, not in the non-democratic states or countries. Thank you, children. Tomorrow we will continue.